Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully the stream is working. It looks good. It's all green. Waiting for it to be live on YouTube. Hello. Are we live? Yes, we're live on YouTube. Everybody. See, I can hear myself. Got to turn off that volume. Okay, we are live. I restarted my internet and my computer, and it takes a little while to get everything ready. So thanks for being here. Today, I'm going to be, I changed it up a little bit. We have a cutout instead of a square. It's the offset of the actual butterfly. And we're going to set it onto glitter cardstock, but you can do whatever you want. You can put it in a frame. You can make it whatever you want it to be. Okay, so let's get started. Let's go ahead and I will show you where to get this project file. So you go to melodylaneinspired.com and click on supporter projects. If you are a supporter for only $2 or more, you get over 1,000 projects. And if you're a supporter, I give you a password. You just put that in. It will say guest password. To find this project, the easiest way is it's under miscellaneous, and I have a lot of things under miscellaneous. There's also a butterflies theme, which it could be under there too. It is under there too. But the easiest way to find it is just to search storm, because that is in the title. If I were to search butterfly, I'm going to come up with 3 or 4 pages of butterflies. So storm is the easiest way. This one is almost the same, except for this is made to cut out in vinyl or iron-on or infusible ink, whatever you want. This one is set to draw, which you can change that also. So we can just go ahead and click open on this, and I actually have it already here, and you can delete some of these things that we didn't use. We designed this on Saturday in our Pinterest inspired design space class. Every Saturday I do free classes at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we kind of designed this together. So I'm going to click customize. I have already cut out the black piece behind it, but I have to do the other parts live. Let me show you what we're using, but first let's go here. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Tammy, Dana, Renee, Leanne, Cindy, Mary, Denise, Sharon, Eileen, Tyra, Renee, Joni, Lugene, Thelma, Bobby, Yana, Dana, Loretta, Susan, Tanya, Shannon, Rachel, Lynetta, Shirley, Summit, Debbie, Lisa, Jill, Angela, Tara, Teresa, Patty, Diane, Pamela, Anna, Jill, Cindy, Connie, Cheryl, Yanina, Georgiana, Barbara, Viola, Lynette, Sherry, and Barbara. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Okay, first let's go here. I want to, this is the one I colored. I didn't have a super good plan, and then I changed my plan in the middle. I didn't color it that well. I posted this on Facebook, and so many people said how beautiful it is. So you don't have to color that well. What heat embossing is I don't know if you can tell. See, it doesn't look as good up close. Is the black, do you see how the black is shiny? The black is raised and shiny. And I know in the chat of the video that didn't work out, we had to restart. Some people said, don't get me started on heat embossing because I don't want to buy more equipment. So let me tell you, you don't have to, but all you need is a heat gun. I don't even think this one's available anymore. You can get them for like $11 or $12. You can get a heat gun. And all you need is this piece of copy paper I have under here and embossing powder. Now I am using, I guess I should take this wrapper completely off, super fine detail for this one. And so it's not raised as high as some of them that are thicker, but because it's writing, I wanted it to be small and intricate. I'm using black, but if you don't want to spend a lot, but you do want to do embossing, you can get clear. And then any of the Cricut pens, I'm actually using this blue pen today. It looks kind of black in the video, but it's navy. It's the 1-point gel pen. Any of the Cricut gel pens you can use for embossing. They take about 10 minutes to dry, and then you pour the powder on. And we're going to do this all live, so don't worry if you don't understand what I'm saying. We're going to pour the powder on and then heat it up with this gun. So if you buy clear embossing powder, then you would just use a pen that you want to use, because Cricut has so many colors of gel pens. You can buy clear embossing powder, and then you don't need the drawer full of colors like I have, although they do have some with glitter in them and that. But you can also use a coupon at Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. You know, when they have 40% off one item or 50% off one item, you can go in and buy the one item at a time. These are not expensive. And the guns aren't really expensive either. So it's not having a big equipment or anything. It's just a few things. And you really only need clear, especially using these. I started collecting these before I used the Cricut pens for embossing. Welcome Shannon Dick for upgrading. You now have all my projects. Okay. So are there any questions for that so far? I'm going to go ahead and do this in Design Space. So I have this set, and here's the other pieces that are hidden. If you don't have access, delete all these things that are hidden, because we were playing around in the file on Saturday in class deciding what to put. And some people use the flourish at the bottom. You can totally do that if you don't want the lightning bolt. Oh yeah, you cannot use a hairdryer. That will just blow away. You need high heat, low blow. Yes, you can use pigment ink with embossing powders if you're doing stamping and stuff. But to draw like this, if you're using the Cricut, you would need the Cricut gel pens. Okay, so I'm going to click Make It. And I'm going to click on a mat. So this is what we're doing. I've already cut this with glitter paper, so I'm going to clean my blade from the glitter of the glitter paper. And we're using Bristol paper. I'm going to move this down on the thing just a bit. I don't know why, really. Okay, let's go back over here. So this is the paper I'm using. You can emboss on any paper. I was thinking about using watercolor paper, but watercolor paper is like really textured. I'm losing my pen. And this is really smooth. And this paper is great for alcohol markers or even watercolor. This is the paper I used for the watercolor, and it blended really well. Oh, and this reminded me, I have my project all cut out for tonight. We have the monthly crop. So it's 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. If you support on Patreon for $5 or more, it's like a Zoom where we all go in and craft, and we're going to make this elf snow angel. Oh, my chat over here. Debbie, that's funny. Or Jen, that's funny. She was commenting on this video and watching a different one on TV. Okay, so we're using this paper. This one, it comes in different sizes, but this one's 14 inches. I just put it on the mat, even though the paper's too big for the mat. It's 11 by 14. Oh, and I gotta show you the cleaning out the blade. So I'm just gonna place this on here. And it sticks off the edge. I don't care. Okay. After I do glitter paper, oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at all that glitter on there. That's just from cutting a square of glitter paper. So I just take my finger, even if you can't see it, because you can't always see it, then you can see it on your finger. See that? I need to move my lights so they're facing down here more. So clean that off so you get a nice clean cut. Oops. Put your blade in properly. Okay, and then I'm using this gel pen. Also a good idea to do is scribble a little bit to get it started. Oh, something else I almost forgot to do, which I forgot to do it yesterday. And here's what happened yesterday. So I heat embossed this one. I didn't color it, but I have embossing powder. See all those dots? It will stick to your paper if you do not do this. So another tool you need, it's only a couple dollars, is this is called an embossing buddy. And all the links should be in the description below. So you have to wipe, let's put the lid on the pen. Wipe your paper with this, and what this does is it gets off static cling. I'm gonna make sure it gets on there really good. So we just want to go over the whole paper before we put it in with the embossing buddy. You can make one of these. I don't know if that video is still up of mine, where I made an embossing buddy and I put, I think, cornstarch into a nylon. You know, the nylons you wear on your feet or your legs. There are videos to make your own, but it's just a little bag full of powder. Okay, so we got to go back here. Got to make sure my machine is plugged in. And we're going to hit continue. Does the new machines just fill in objects, or is that that's using inset? All the machines can do that. The embossing powder won't damage the Maker 3 because you don't use the Maker 3 embossing. Like, we're only drawing with the Maker, and then we're going to emboss. We're not, the machine is not doing the embossing. Okay, so we're going to hit continue. Catherine's asking how she can join the Zoom later. If you support on Patreon for $5 or more, there was a post last week, and there's also going to be a reminder post today at 4 p.m. Eastern with all the links in it. Okay, I also used craft board for this paper because it's thicker than regular paper, and it worked great when I selected craft board. And we got, it says black pen. It doesn't matter what color of pen you use unless you're using clear embossing powder. And we're ready. Yeah, the embossing powder is not going into the machine. But we do have to be kind of quick. Once we take this off, we have to put the powder on it. Oh, I have to hit go. Here's the embossing powder. It's hard to see. It's really fine. They have thicker embossing powders too, but I wouldn't try that for writing this small. The Ranger pens, they do have embossing pens from Ranger. You cannot use the bold, or they also have one that's brushed that you can't use, but they do fit in. I do have some of those too. The embossing pens, that's what I used to use until I realized the Cricut gel pens work. No, you can't wait 10 minutes, otherwise it's too dry. The ink is wet for 10 minutes. So we need the ink to be wet when we put the powder on because the powder will stick to it. So it takes 10 minutes for the ink to dry, so we have to do it within those 10 minutes. That's a great question, Betsy. I'm glad you said that, because other people might have thought the same thing. This is the powder. I don't know where I got the powder. I've had it for years. I got a drawer full of all different kinds of embossing powder. This is Ranger. I have a link for it in Amazon. The only one I could find was super fine detail was in a package of 4 and a package of 6. But you can get embossing powders at Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby, maybe even Walmart. Yeah, the Versamark pens you can use also. Let me see if I can find those real fast. Yeah, here, these Perfect pens, Perfect Pearl pens, these also work. You can, this is by Ranger also. This is for Perfect Pearls, but it also works with embossing powders. No, you do not wait for it to dry. I'm so glad you guys are saying that. When I said it takes 10 minutes to dry, I meant we have to do it while it's wet. So we can't. This is why I'm doing this now. I could not have done this ahead of time. We have to do this live so you guys can see me put the powder on. What size did I make the butterfly? I don't quite remember. I think this was around 9 inches. This is the glitter paper that we're putting it on. You can make it to be any size you want. You can put it in a square frame and you can mat it with even bigger paper. You don't want to make the butterfly too small. Otherwise you won't be able to color in the words, because as it is now, it's not a lot of coloring. As you can see, I got outside the words, but I think it's still pretty. I still like it, even though I wasn't in a hurry trying to do this. And when you put the powder on, you want to put it, this is just the paper I use, this is just copy paper. You want to put it over copy paper. And I also put it over this green sheet because I have this green 12 by 12 on my mat. So I put it on that too, and then I dumped it from the green sheet to this if I needed to. And then you pour it all back in. So I embossed twice yesterday with this, and you can hardly tell there's anything missing. So you pour it all back in, so you're not wasting it. Yes, I am using Cricut gel pens in place of Versamark. Oh, and Alex is not here today because my dishwasher at the crafting getaway stopped working. It wouldn't start when we hit start. So I went and bought a new one and they're installing it today before our guests come on Monday. Gel Cricut gel pens. Okay, now you have to watch it. Don't let this sit too long. I got powder on this. So the offset is not of the words. The offset is actually of the butterfly. So I did the offset of the butterfly and then put it behind the words. Yes, alcohol markers would dry too fast to do embossing powder. That's why we're using gel pens. Okay. And we're taking it off the mat. Do not try to emboss it on the mat or your mat will be ruined. Unless you can wash that off, but I doubt it. So we're going to put this here. Be careful not to touch the ink because it's wet. Hopefully it's wet. And we're just going to pour this on. Don't worry about using too much because we pour it back into the jar. I'm really surprised you guys haven't seen me do this before because I've done this in a few other videos. Maybe it's been a few years. And you don't have to cover it all with the jar. I could pour the rest of it on there, but I want to show you because I can kind of just sprinkle it down to get the bottom part. Oh, except for I missed some here. Oh, you know what? It's not going to stick to that ink. I don't know why. Could it have dried that? Didn't write that. Right around here, I don't know if it didn't write as well. That's not sticking there. Now you can kind of flick it on the back to get it. Oh no, look what I did. I'm gonna have to clean that out with a baby wipe. Okay, move that out of the way. Okay, so now we can set this over here. Now we don't have to worry about it drying because we already have the powder on it. And I'm going to pour this back into a container. Okay, and it's like full again. Now if I wanted to, I could pour this back on there. Pour this back into the container. Put the lid on. Okay. Now we're going to get these things out of the way. Well, that's all right. Okay, so now you have to use a heat gun on this, and it, see how it's not shiny or plastic? This turns it to plastic. But I have a little powder on the edge here. Can take a little brush and wipe that off. Oops, that didn't work. Let me just tap it in the back. Okay, now don't, it's not clear. Don't burn yourself. So I'm going to hold it over here and I'm going to start over here. I don't know if you'll be able, and you'll be able to see it change somewhat. You can also heat it on the back first and it helps it. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and hold it on the other end. You can use tweezers to hold it also. I just did. I don't know how I did that. I just did that when I flipped it over. I think I hit it with this. I hit the tail with the heat gun. Oh well. Okay, now I don't know if you can tell that it's kind of shiny. Yeah, the heat gun changes the powder to a glossy plastic. What was the clear pen used for? You can use the clear pen to put embossing, any color of embossing powder you want on it. You can even make it clear. So you could put clear embossing powder on a clear pen, and what it will do is it will raise up and look kind of shiny plastic. You can use clear powder and it will show the pen color that you used. Okay, so now I'm using I have all these over here, my watercolor markers. You don't have to use watercolor markers. You can, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in over here when I color. Okay, let's put him over here. And let me see if I can fix that focus. Hold on. Okay. All right. And if I get a phone call, I have to answer it because they're going to tell me they're coming over to do my dishwasher, to install it. And you know what? I need to take this out, close this, so I can see your chat better. No, you do not mirror the butterfly. I use the Cricut gel pen. I can't see it. It's just the gel 1-point pen. And if you're asking questions, look in the chat for the answer, because I've gone over a lot of those questions already. I'm just going to start coloring this around the edge. Got outside the line already. These markers have their actual brush. They're like a paintbrush. You can see how it has bristles. I'm not using a water brush or anything with these. I'm just going to use these. And I'm going to start out just laying down pink all the way around this. So I have a plan this time. The harder you push with these, the thicker it is. And I can't see a lot of your chat when I am doing this. Betsy's asking, do they have a better selection at Hobbies, Joann's, or Michael's? Hobby Lobby, or Joann's, or Michael's. If anybody has that answer. I haven't been to those stores in so long. I just get everything online now. I really need to get out of the house more. Here's the reasons I leave my house. To get my hair done, to get my nails done, for my Cricut Club and my Tesla Club, to go out to eat very not often, and to go to my mom's house. That's it. I need to go on golf cart rides. Do you guys miss my golf cart rides? I haven't been on a golf cart ride since I showed you the crafting getaway. I am glancing up at the chat. If you put your questions in all chat, in all caps, I can see them better. And let me, because Jamie also helps with the chat and sends me questions. Let me move that over here so I can see what she messages me. Oh, she messaged me that I was off camera a bit. I guess I need to see that. So now I can see your chat perfectly where I'm at, Jamie, if you need to send me questions or tell me I'm off camera. See, now I'm pushing kind of harder and it's giving me a big fat thing here. And these markers blend together. So when I start using the yellow marker with this pink, it turns to a beautiful orange. I don't know if this is fuchsia 129 is the color of this color. And they have these sets. I think I have a link in the description. They have them in different, up to 96, I think, or 48. They have 12 different sets of different colors. They're really not expensive for what you're getting. I also like the Zig True Brush markers. If you have those, use those. Those I think is equal quality. The Zigs just cost a lot more. I have the Zig markers in my crafting getaway because I didn't need both sets. So I put the more expensive ones there. Oh wait, and I don't want to go down here. I wanted to do yellow there. So I'm going to do the yellow. I'm using two yellows. This is the lightest yellow, lemon yellow, that I'm using because I want to blend it. Can you see how I'm going over the pink a little and blending this? And then I'm going to go ahead and color this because the lightning bolt I thought should be yellow, so I wanted, my idea was to try to match each side with colors. I don't know, that's really hard to do. I attempted it over here. It doesn't work. Like, it's really hard. All right, let's finish up some of this pink. If I would have used thicker embossing, these lines would be thicker and easier to color actually. But with the words, I didn't want to use the thicker embossing powder. Okay. Now I'm going to attempt to make it look like I went around here with that pink. And I'm not even going to try to stay in the lines because it ain't working. I could if I was really, really careful and not live on YouTube. Oh, I forgot to say, we're live on Facebook, on my Facebook page and my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. Although it doesn't say with Melody Lane anymore. It's just Cricut Design Space. And in my Patreon exclusive group. And some of you have already made this with iron-on and have shared it. Thank you. I think Carissa did that, and she used pattern iron-on for the inside of the butterfly. That was really cool. She did a great job. And I think Mary Lou did it with infusible ink. We could color even outside the lines to make it look like this. Then I'm just going to go through, put a little pink through here because it has some lines in there. Okay, now I'm going to do the light yellow, and I'm going to color in these. And then I'm going to use the pink, color over the yellow up here. And then I'm going to use this yellow, is Bumblebee yellow. It has a little more orange in it. And I'm going to blend the pink with the yellow. And don't worry, you're not ruining your markers. So now I'm going back with the lightest yellow and blending the lightest yellow with the other yellow. See? See how nice that blends? Lynn, nothing happened with Ken's Creations. He's been doing his chalk channel a lot, I think. He's coming to Orlando in a few weeks. So I'm doing the lightest yellow there. I'm going to do the same thing in all these pieces. See how they're blending in? And then do the lighter one. Oh, Jamie just told me there is a 20% off coupon on Amazon for the 96 pen set. I didn't know Amazon had coupons. Can use my link in the description and I get a tiny commission from that. Okay, after I color this one, we're going to check out that coupon. Is that pretty? I think I need to blend this one a little more. If you click, click, oh, there's my video. Do I have them in the description? Oh, I'm watching the Design Space class. I'm on the wrong video over here. I know you guys can't see. Hold on. Okay. Let me switch you over here. So this is the video we're watching right now. So here are the supplies. You might have to open up a little dot or triangle to open this up. Arteza watercolor brush markers. So we're going to click on that. And then coupon right here. Save an extra 20% off when you apply this coupon. Amazing. Okay, let's click that and let's add to cart. These are great water brushes. These are the best water brushes I have ever used. So these are great. This is I have this, but I don't use it, a marker kit. And then there's some watercolor paper too. Let's just proceed to checkout. Okay, and there it goes. For tax, for me, it's $3. So the tax will be, but it took $11 off and then added tax. So it takes it down to $43.99. That is a steal of a deal. Do not subscribe and save. You don't want these sent to you all the time. I can get it tomorrow. Isn't that awesome? Okay, we're not ordering that though. Only because I already have them. And I have a good set from my other house too. So we're going to go back here. Yeah, if, I just saw a comment, if you feel like you can even do this. You can just touch your markers. Actually, well, it did do a little bit, but because those colors are so close. So I'm like, it's called kissing them. See what it did to this yellow marker? Now when I take this yellow marker, I'm just going to write on the back of this one. See how it has more of that pink color up here and then goes down here? And I can scribble it a little bit and it's back to clean. Well, not completely. Now it is. See how clean that marker is now? They're not ruined. But you can do like an ombre effect by doing that. Let me see if the yellow is on here, if it even shows up. It does a little. See that first thin line? It's hard to see, it's so thin. Had a little yellow in it, and now it's back to the pink. Okay. Oh, and remember on September 10th, we have the crafting with some of the other product experts. Not crafting, the chat. Crafty chat. And we're doing giveaways. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not on camera. I fixed it. I just did the same thing I did with the other ones. Oh wait, I don't want to do pink first. I want to do this one. Now you don't have to use these colors. You don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing it. This one I'm just kind of following the outline. And it doesn't matter if I get it into the pink area because it's already pink. The um the link to the Crafty Chat video is actually on my channel right now. But yeah, we will be posting links as it gets closer. But you can set a reminder. If you click on my name in the YouTube, it will take you to my channel, and then you can find that video and click reminder and then come back to this video. So these, I'm just following the outline of it. Okay, on this one, I did this green or blue color through here. Should I also do that here and then pull it through down here? I didn't on that little piece, but what do you think? I'm going to go ahead and color the centerpiece while you guys decide if I should use the blue around that. I could use the blue in the little dots also. Tell me what you think. So, uh-oh, this lid wasn't on. I hope it doesn't. Nope, it's still good. So I'm using two blues. This is the lighter one, spearmint blue. No, the pens do not need to be dipped in water. That's a great question. I've never dipped them in water. You can use a water brush over top of them to blend them together or blend them lighter. So I'm going to go with the darker one over here, and then going to take the lighter one and blend it out. Now, if I wanted to take a water brush, I could just put that dark line there and use a water brush to blend it out too. I'm going to go a little darker. And then the more you do it, the darker it gets. You can layer these. And I'm just going to blend it. I'm barely touching it. Just blending some of that dark out a little bit. You guys are telling me to use purple? So use purple in these areas? Okay. I got lots of purple. So this is the piece I took yesterday and was playing to see what ones blend together. This is Wisteria purple. Let me scribble some of that on. That would look pretty. And this is orchid purple. Oh, I don't know if these are good together. I have other purples. So there's like 6 or 7 purples. Let me see. This is violet. This is eggplant. I think I might like eggplant with wisteria. I don't know. They almost blend in too much. They're like not much of a difference. UB purple? No, that's like a grayish purple. That's not fun. Let's see what this one is. Amethyst. Okay, let's try amethyst with the eggplant, I think. Which one is eggplant? I have all these pens in my hand. Yeah, these might be good. Should we try that? What's this one? Ice blue. Like, we could use this to even make it go lighter. Too much together. Orchid and amethyst. This is amethyst. Let me find orchid. Do you like these two? Maybe because of the amethyst has a little more pink, or the orchid has a little more pink in it. Do we want those because they are different? It's such a small space, just use one color. We can't mix yellow and purple because they're opposites and they don't blend well. Okay, let me try this one more time. This one, okay, let me drop all these colors. And amethyst is the lightest one, it seems. Somebody says use the blue. I kind of, you know what? Let's check out the blue with the purple. Should we do blue and purple? Blue and the amethyst? Or orchid? This is amethyst. Maybe blue and amethyst. It's the spearmint blue. I like the blue in there. I think I'm going to use the blue and amethyst. Spearmint blue and amethyst. Oops. I dropped my lid on the ground, on the floor. I'm not outside. This is wisteria. Ooh, that might be pretty instead of the amethyst. I don't know. Oh, let's go with the other one. Okay. What I used over here is the blue and electric blue, the spearmint blue and the electric blue. Up here in these smaller areas, you won't see it so much, so I'm going to start down here. This is amethyst. I'm going to go down here in this bottom area. I'm going to switch back between them. Is that pretty? Your questions are being answered in the chat. Sometimes I just see answers and I don't see the questions. Whoops. I meant to put purple down there. Put a little more purple. Is that pretty? What are we going to do in the dots? We could put orange in the dots. Or red or something. Okay, here I'm going to do 2 at a time. So I put purple down, then blue, then purple, then blue. Now I gotta color in the letters too. And they blend better on this Bristol paper than they do on regular cardstock. You might not find them blend as easy on cardstock. I'm going back over all of these with the purple, just putting that line of purple in there. So I'm going to blend a little out, just a little. Remember, I'm going back over them over and over. Maybe just put, should I just put the blue around here? Because, oh, what should I do? I don't have a code for Amazon purchases. Okay, Terry, I agree. I would use the teal she used for the body for the dots. Okay, I like that. Oh, black dots. That's a good idea too. I don't know if I have a black marker. I mean, of course I have a black marker, but not watercolor. Doesn't matter. I could use this. Or should I just use the blue? Nightbot is sharing my affiliate link for Amazon. Here's the blue. I can go over some of the pink too with yellow to make some of this pink more orange. That's what I did on this one. I didn't really have a plan. And then I just started with all different kinds of colors. Oh wait, I got an idea. I colored them the spearmint blue, and I'm just going to put a dot in the center. Boy, I'm making this detailed. Of the teal, which it's electric blue, but I think it looks teal to me. Just touching a dot in the center of those. And then this is the lighter one. The blue, I already colored them in. And it just makes the center look a little darker. Now we gotta go color all this. Okay. We need a little bit of the blue going around the outside here. So let's do some of that. Okay, add a little of that, add a little of this. Could add a little purple too. Amethyst, because we did go some purple with the blue. Not a lot. Oh, and I want to do the centerpiece so it matches the body here. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat. And a lighter blue. Okay. Let's do some yellow. And so in here, I'm just going to color a lot of this yellow, and then I can go back over with the pink to maybe make it look more like that. And I'm going to mix some of the yellow in with some of this pink. Some of this pink I wanted to stay actually pink though. So I'm not going to go over the pink that's already here. Although I did on some. So remember, the rest of this inside was completely yellow, and then we just put some pink over it. And you can make this much bigger. You could put it in a 12 by 12 frame, and it would be much easier to color. It would take longer, but it would be much easier to stay in the lines. I'm gonna color a little more blue down here to match this area down here. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see as well. If you were to use infusible ink markers, you can wait as long as you need to. Infusible ink markers do not need to be wet to iron them onto the shirt. And infusible ink markers will not look like the same color as you color than when you put it on the shirt or whatever you're putting it on, or the mug. So remember that. And they don't blend like watercolor does. This butterfly, I think, is about 7 inches, I think. And I'm going to blend it with this one. I did not do a great job of staying in the lines here, but I still think it's pretty. I could even go outside the lines on purpose. If you mess up too much, you can do that. But I think it's pretty, even though it's not completely perfect. Who does things perfect? Not me. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's pretty. Yes, if anyone makes this, please post it with hashtag Melody Lane Inspired. Number 1, you will be entered into a giveaway. Number 2, we all want to see it. Yeah, I have not tried with the glitter gel pens. I think they will work the same. I'm not sure. It might even be prettier if you use the Cricut gel pens. I haven't tried it. Oh, we could try it. It's not like we have to do anything. Let me... Oh, I also have glow in the dark. Let me see if I can find clear. Okay. One of you people have sent me some glow in the dark embossing powder. This is by Wow. I plan, and this is, it just says regular. It's not super fine. I plan on using this. It says I missed the O and cannot. No, I didn't. It's blue and purple or teal. I was thinking this for a Halloween project with a skeleton. And then I have a clear superfine detail. What I could do, let me get a new piece of paper. I don't want to use that same paper. This is just copy paper. I don't want to use the same copy paper. It's always good to put a little crease in here too. That I did with the black superfine. So what we're going to do, we want to test Cricut gel pen. Is that what we want to do? Here, let me just cut off. We're going to see what happens. This won't take long at all. So this is the Bristol paper, and this is Scarlet Red Cricut Gel 0.8 pen. Let me scribble over here. Good thing I scribbled. Let me see how this works. I don't draw very well, not even a heart. Let's put some lines through it too, just so we can see. You can't even color it in if you want to. You don't have to use your Cricut. If you can draw. Okay, so now I'm going to put this clear. Oh, you know what I didn't do, but this is clear so you won't see it as well. I didn't put the embossing buddy on it first. So we're just going to see how it works with the glitter gel pen, because I haven't tried it. Okay, And because I didn't use the embossing buddy, I can see powder around here, but we're just testing anyway. Okay, so now, oh wait. Oh, I just poured that in there, didn't I? I don't really see any powder on here. Yeah, that's what I'm using is the glitter gel pens. Okay, so now I'm going to heat it up. Whoops. I'm burning my finger a little. Yep. The glitter gel pen works too. You see the shiny and the glitter? So whatever pen color you use, I want to use more. Just so you guys can see, I'm just going to do it on the same piece. There we go. This is just a scrap. I'm not using this for a project. Here's more red. It's kind of orangey. So these are the Cricut gels, glitter gel. Oh, that one's glow in the dark. Dang it. Well, we'll see how that glow in the dark looks on the green. I'm going to put green over here to put clear on. I'm going to be careful because I don't want to get glow in the dark into this bottle. So I'm going to pour that on there, pour it back into the jar. And let me get my tweezers. The Cricut, do you guys know Cricut tweezers, these type are great for this because you don't have to hold them down to close. You push on them to open and then it just holds it like that and then I'm not burning my fingers. Can you see the difference? Watch the purple. See how it darkens it out? Now this top green is glow in the dark. I can't show you glow in the dark here because I have a solar tube in my house. It's like a skylight. So the glitter pens do work. Yes, so I see Jamie answering questions. So the Cricut drew the words and the butterfly and cut it out in the butterfly shape and cut out my square. So I could glue it to this, stick it in a frame. Let me zoom out so you guys can see better. And you could make this and stick it in a frame. If you don't like it, you can try it again. Yeah, it has to be a gel pen. So it can be a glitter gel pen, as we just tested here. Can you see how it's like glittery and shiny? The heart. Or just a regular gel pen from Cricut. And you can have it write anything you want it. and it gives it a raise. I can feel the raised. It's really hard to see because it's such fine, but you can feel it. Yeah, I like it on the black too. Okay. Now, where am I? That's not where I am. That's not where I am. I'm getting old. I forget which camera. Thursday, 8 p.m. Alex will be here, hopefully. And what are we doing? Oh, so do you guys want to see what we're doing? What I've been designing in Design Space? Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Let me get to my projects. I'll show you over here. This is a long video. Cancel. Yes. Cancel. Oops, I hit continue instead of cancel. Do you guys do that too? I'm always hitting the wrong buttons. Okay, so this is the project we did today. This is all it shows, and then you just color it in any color you guys want to color it. And I'm going to go to my projects and show you what I've been working on today. And this. So we're going to do the days to Halloween. This is days till vacation. And the vacation, you can put a cruise ship in there if you wanted to and put days to cruise. I think I'm going to actually add that and maybe put it in the layers panel and put days till cruise and put that in the layers panel. So then they'll be in the same file. This one is days to retirement, but if you wanted to, this one could be, whoops, that one could be vacation too. And you can use the sign from the other one. Or maybe I could add it to this one too. Wait, I don't want to do this. I want to cancel. Okay, and then days to Disney. Isn't he the cutest? The little Disney guy? But he does cost $1.99 if you did not purchase him in the mystery box. He was just all black and white, and I added the layers. I made his glasses red and his tongue and his face. I colored all that. Shirley just went down the Amazon black hole. Oh, there's a big one. Okay. You guys are trying to scroll my screen to get my... So the signs, these signs for the days too, are for these projects. This box, here's the Christmas one, and then these dice. All right, if you're watching the replay and you have questions, just put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. If you're watching this live one, you can also put comments in. Comments help me out on YouTube. Isn't that Mickey so cute? I love him. Even if you don't want to make this project, you can go to this project and copy this Mickey and bring him somewhere else and use him wherever you like. But like I said, that Mickey is not in Access, but he's my favorite. Jen says, with the way things are going these days, days till cruise would probably be a bunch of question marks. But I have seen people on cruises. There are some cruises open right now. I think you have to be vaccinated and stuff to get on the cruise, but that doesn't seem to matter anymore. People are vaccinated are also getting it. Spirit Junkie, we got a little late start. All right. So remember, use that coupon if you want the markers. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you all. I'll see ya, some of you tonight, and then Thursday night, 8 p.m. both nights. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah, Eddie wants to put retirement one with days till Florida craft vacation. Eddie is coming to my crafting house Airbnb next March or May, one of those months. start with an M.